Hi everyone, this is Maya from Inspired Life, and I would like to welcome you to January 2022 Numerology Forecast. So let's get to it. So if you're new here, my name is Maya. Hello, welcome. I do monthly numerology forecasts, so if you'd like to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified when my next video goes live. I do a lot of meditations, EFT, personal development tips, so if that's something that interests you, come and join the family. So if you haven't checked out my 2022 numerology forecast, I'm gonna link it here so you can check it out to get the idea of a general vibe. In short, this year will be a little bit more calmer. We're gonna be focusing on creating balance in our life, unity, all of the things that we learned in the past year, all of the movement and insights that we gained, we're going to put together and create more balance. So this year you can expect a more calming vibe according to numerology, but also a lot of learning because we have 222 in the year number. That's very significant because number 2 is a master number, and it does show that first of all you're on the right path, everything is going in the direction where you want it to be, but expect a lot of learning. So be open for it and trust that everything has a purpose, and see how you can learn from every experience, because that's going to be the best way to go around this year. It's going to be calmer, but still there will be a lot of learning, so it's not going to be super smooth ride. Still we have challenges, that is life, and we're going to have ups and downs, but it's going to be definitely less dramatic than the last few years actually. All right, so what does January bring us? In this year number 6, January is number 7. So we're starting off quite slow. The general vibe of 7 is introspection, inner work, personal development, and these kind of topics are going to be the primary focus of this month, which kind of feels aligned because we've had a crazy year, up and down. I feel like it's been quite an action-packed year, and then this month we're gonna kind of bring it down, take a rest, slow down and breathe. And so I'm gonna give you 5 tips how you can navigate this month's energy to make the most of it. As always, I encourage you to check your personal numerology to see where you are in this cycle, because that's gonna give you more specific guidelines on where you are in this month. It's not the same for everyone. This is the general vibe, so take from this reading whatever resonates, and what doesn't, don't. All right, so let's dive into our 5 tips for this month. First tip that I want to share with you today is to do whatever feels right for you, not what you think you should be doing. So whatever everyone else is saying, whatever you're thinking should be done in whatever way, whatever segment of your life this regards to, doesn't matter, because you know best what is best for you. And that's okay, really. You're not here to follow everyone else's opinions. Only you know what you need in this moment. And how you're going to figure that out? By not responding immediately, but by tapping into your feeling. Take a few moments to tap into what it feels like for you. If something feels off, it's not the right thing to do, trust me. Speaking as a clairsentient, I will tell you that your body is constantly communicating with you and telling you exactly what is best for you. So pay a little bit more attention to that feeling, because it's going to give you a lot of information. Take a breath, step aside instead of responding immediately. Notice how it feels for you, and that will give you an idea on how to proceed and what is the best course of action for you. It's not about pleasing everybody. It's not about, fulfilling any obligations that you think you need to do. It's about honoring yourself in every way. Seriously, that's the best guidance. So if you have some decisions that you need to make, that's the way to go about it. I see a lot of times people asking, tarot readers, coaches. It's okay, you can ask opinions from other people, from your friends, from your family members, but essentially it is down to you to make that decision, and your inner gut will tell you exactly what that answer is, what your solution is. So trust it, this month especially. Tip number 2, spend time in quiet contemplation. Take some time alone, whether it's 5 minutes in the morning with your coffee and a book, or meditating, whether it's going out of town by yourself and just taking a break, going on a wellness, in whatever way you want to do this. Big or small, doesn't matter. What is important is to connect with yourself and see how you truly feel. Because if you keep doing everything for everyone else and constantly focusing on external circumstances, is just gonna burn you out, and then you're not going to be able to help anyone. You might already feel exhausted from the last few years, so this alone time will be the time when you fill your battery, and then you'll be good to go. Tip number 3, make a yearly plan. And how timely is this to do this in January? We always make those New Year's resolutions, but this is not just the New Year's resolution, it's actually making a plan and thinking ahead. Definitely 8-9 months ahead. Writing down your goals and how you're gonna get there is really important. Write down your bucket list, vision board. What would make you happy this year? What would you like to achieve? And where do you see yourself at the end of this year? So I personally did that on the first day of the year. I have my bullet/art journal where I write down my goals. I created a bucket list spread where I'm gonna put all of the images of what I want to manifest. I actually do quarterly goals, which I found were quite beneficial. I do monthly goals, but I actually like to do quarterly goals because that really helps me kind of see things in chunks and just divide the year in 4 parts. Maybe that's something that you can try. Think about your goals and where you want to be, write it down, whatever works for you, and think long term. So this is not a month to take a lot of action, it's more about planning. Tip number 4, focus on personal development. As I said, this is a time to go within, to spend time alone, connect with your inner feeling, and sometimes there will be some resistance, or you will feel blocked in some way. There will be some things that you will want to change, or you feel like they're not resolved. So take time for yourself and to deal with those issues, whether it's by hiring a coach or a healer, even getting physical therapy if you have physical issues, journaling. If you already know methods that work for you, spend time doing those. You have a lot of EFT tapping on my channel that you can check out, some NLP techniques, meditations. So that might be a good idea to check it out. There's a lot of resources on YouTube as well that you can try, or Insight Timer app with a lot of meditations. Dedicate some time this month for your personal development, as that will help you set the tone for the rest of the year, and it will just get easier. It's really worth your time. And finally, communicate your truth. I learned this the hard way. Being an empath and a people pleaser, I realized that I had very poor boundaries, and this is what 7 teaches us. Setting those boundaries, learning how to say no, expressing your needs and wants without the need to justify your decisions or explain. I feel like as women, we often tend to do that. Tell me if I'm wrong, I don't know. It's a really valuable lesson because you're understanding that you are worthy, that your dreams, your wants and needs are valid, and you have every right to express them without even explaining, and setting those boundaries very clearly without any negativity. It's possible, it's not that difficult. And I totally recommend this amazing book by Doreen Virtue called Assertiveness for Earth Angels. If you're an empath, you need to read this book. It really helps so much. I'm gonna link it below so you can check it out. I really learned a lot from this book, and this kind of things require practice, but this month you can get started and verbalize your truth, communicate clearly what you need, and see what happens. What I found is that people really respect you more once you do that, and it gets easier. It's easier to get what you want when you know how to express it clearly. Sounds very simple, but sometimes it isn't. I hope you get to practice this in January. Overall, this month is all about calm, inner peace, spending quiet alone time, and being a little bit more patient with yourself and other people, making sure that you are taking time for yourself, tapping into your own needs, and then expressing yourself and making decisions from that quiet space. And that's gonna be the best guidance that I can give you for this month. Let me know in the comments below what is your intention for this month, and I'm sending you lots of loving support, wishing you an amazing month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Namaste.